When a FICO score is generated, it's based upon these 5 factors in your credit report. Number 1 is your payment history, which equates to about 35% of your score. This means that whether you've been paying your bills on time or not. Next is your amount owed, and this is 30% of your score. And so the credit utilization of how you dictate your loans and your credits, and the ratio of that is what means for the 30%. Next is your length of credit history, which means that it's about 15% of your score. So how long you've had your credit and the age is what dictates it. Your new credit means that it's about 10% of your score, and the frequency of your credit inquiries and the new account openings can fluctuate these ratios. Now the credit mix of your trade lines equates to about 10%. So the mixture of your mortgage loans, auto loans, installment loans, credit card revolving accounts, the combination is what dictates 10%. So just to confuse you guys even more, now we're gonna go into the different versions of FICO scores. Now, these different FICO scores exist because the company has periodically updated its calculations, which was first introduced in 1989. Now, every version of these scoring models are available to all lenders. However, it's up to each lender to decide on which scoring model they want to use. Some lenders will use FICO Score 2, and some other ones will use FICO Score 8. So it's hard to dictate which lender or creditor will use each one just by going through and experiencing it. Here we're looking at the FICO Score Model 8, which is the most commonly used throughout all lenders. It was first introduced in 2009. Now, this model divides the consumers into additional categories, which then provides better statistics of representation of risk. What that means is that the primary purpose was to change the borrowers with little to no credit history from being graded on the same platform of those with robust credit histories. So if you had a history of paying your bills on time, having low credit balances, longer history, and opening new accounts for targeted purchases, you'll get rewarded more versus the ones with lower credit scores with frequently delinquencies, over leverage, frivolous credit decisions, multiple credit inquiries. And so the difference between the two is that you're getting rewarded for good behavior and punished stronger for those who are delinquent. Here we're looking at the older FICO score models of 5, 4, and 2, alternative to FICO Score Model 8. Just to get down to the basics, the FICO 5 derives exclusively from Equifax, FICO 4 from TransUnion, FICO 2 from Experian. If you ever go into a credit report either from MyFICO or from Experian.com, they actually provide all scoring models and allows you to dictate and see what the score is based upon each one. What I found is that the different scoring models have an auto score, has a mortgage score, a credit card lending score. There's different tiers for each score. So reviewing and understanding, so the next time you are applying for a mortgage, it may be a good idea for you to look at your mortgage score versus your actual FICO Score 8 score. So I know it's a little bit confusing, but there's different equations that dictate the data to understand what the scoring model is between the 300 to an 850.